Don't get arrested. Every year, tourists are fined, detained, or even arrested for things they thought were completely normal. Not crimes, not dangerous acts, just simple mistakes. Things you might do without even thinking. And in some countries, those mistakes are illegal. Let's start with one of the most common. Taking photos at the airport. Airports feel public. People take photos all the time. But in countries like South Korea, Egypt, and parts of the Middle East, taking photos of security areas, runways, or military-related zones can be illegal, even if you're just a tourist. Even if it was an accident, one photo can turn into questioning by authorities. Next mistake, crossing the street wherever you want. Jaywalking feels normal in many countries. Sometimes it even feels safer. But in places like Japan, Germany, and Singapore, jaywalking is strictly enforced. Fines are real and police do not ignore it. What feels efficient to you can look like breaking the law somewhere else. Now let's talk about medication. This one catches a lot of travelers off guard. You pack your usual medicine, cold pills, painkillers, prescription drugs. But in countries like Japan, Indonesia, and the UAE, some common medications are illegal without special approval. Medicine that's legal at home can be considered a controlled substance abroad. Travelers have been detained just for carrying pills in their bag. Here's another mistake people never expect. Feeding animals. Feeding birds in a park feels harmless, but in cities like Venice and Barcelona, feeding pigeons is illegal. Why? Because it damages buildings, creates health problems, and attracts pests. A small act of kindness can result in a fine. Now let's talk about hand gestures. Gestures feel universal, a thumbs up, pointing certain hand signs. But in some countries, hand gestures can be offensive or even illegal. Gestures that are harmless at home can be considered insulting elsewhere. And insulting behavior can lead to legal trouble. Next mistake, wearing the wrong clothes. In some countries, clothing is regulated by law. Wearing camouflage clothing is illegal for civilians in several countries. In others, revealing clothing can violate public decency laws. What feels like personal style can be treated as a legal issue. Now let's move to something digital. Using the internet. Many travelers use VPNs, social media, and messaging apps freely, but in some countries, certain apps, websites, or online behavior are restricted or illegal. Posting the wrong thing online or using banned services can get you questioned. Even as a tourist, here's a big one. Public behavior. In some countries, public displays of affection are normal. In others, they're illegal. Holding hands might be fine, kissing might not. Behavior you think is private can become a public offense. Another common mistake. Bringing restricted items through customs. Drones, not walkie-talkies. Religious materials. Travelers often assume these items will just be confiscated. But in some countries, possession alone can lead to serious trouble. Now let's talk about alcohol. Drinking feels normal to many travelers. But in countries like Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, alcohol is completely illegal. Possession, consumption, importing it. One bottle in your luggage can lead to serious consequences. Here's one more people never think about. Disrespecting national symbols, flags, currency, national leaders. In some countries, disrespecting these is a crime. Even jokes, even gestures. So what's the lesson here? Traveling isn't just about flights and hotels. It's about understanding that laws change from country to country. Normal doesn't mean legal, and familiar doesn't mean safe. Most tourists don't get arrested because they're reckless. They get arrested because they didn't know. If you travel or plan to travel in the future, subscribe so you don't accidentally break the law. Because sometimes the biggest travel mistake is assuming everything is normal.